Okay, we're back. We're doing things. We were waiting until 5 because I need to talk to Quinn, and I don't know where she is. I'm waiting for 5 for Murphy because I need to talk to Senate. Wait for 5 for Varley because I need him out of his bedroom. I've read that Coventry can't be solved until the Seance, along with Blake, both Blakes. If you take a picture of a mouse, is it instead of ask the mouse say cheese? No. They love cheese. Barbosa is connected to Quinn. And, I need to talk to her about something. Okay. Well, she's in the drawing room right now. Hi, lesbians. Okay, so they're not in here. Good to know.
Well, this is quite the turnout. Even the Marquess himself has come. Well, I hadn't expected anyone to take much interest in the area. I suppose I should start by introducing myself. My name is Simon Coventry. I'm going to share some interesting facts about this part of Ireland that I picked up while researching for this trip. So, I'm sure you all know, this land came into the Blake family in the 1650s after Cromwell's invasion. What I found interesting was what came before. This land was a place of worship and innovation. A gathering spot for scholars and engineers and artists to work on understanding and advancement, the betterment of their people. Easy pickings for Edward Blake. No doubt he and Cromwell cared very little for any knowledge held by primitive pagans. I couldn't find anything that spoke to what happened at the work from that site. Presumably it was set ablaze. One has to assume not everyone was put to death by Cromwell's forces. However, I suspect many surrounding families have stories and knowledge passed down from that time, and those people, why, given his background, perhaps our very own Dr. Callahan is linked to that place.
You flatter me, sir.
Perhaps those survivors are the reason that Connacht is home to all manner of wonderful myths and sacred sites. Rathroin and Owenaga Cave, Queen Maeve and her cattle raids, the Children of Lear. All fascinating stories, but too long to get into here. Certainly worth a read in the very well stocked library here, if you find yourself bored. Not that I can see that happening with the seance only hours away.
Does anything of the pre-Christian site still exist?
Oh, I don't think so, I'm afraid. From what I can gather, it was all razed to make way for the castle and its estate.
I read one monk's account that what was here before was partially underground.
You've done your homework, Father. Yes, some accounts do suggest that, though none of the maps I've studied show anything useful. Marquess?
There are some sinkholes on the far reaches of the grounds, where caverns beneath the old settlements collapsed in. I do not know whether those collapses are the result of time, or if they were manually closed. I suppose it matters not either way. Nothing else remains.
Well, there you go, Father. That's me, I am afraid. I've nothing else to share. Probably quite mundane in the face of everything, but nothing wrong with a break in the face of madness.
Huh, okay. That don't really tell me anything fun. I'm not really here for the talk. I'm here to talk to you.
Hello, Mr. Ward.
You've done some quite extensive research on O'Connor's, Miss Quinn. Well, yes, this is not something I'm doing by halves, after all. There's just about every record I could possibly need in those papers, plus a lot of magical notes. Probably ignore those. That bit I sorted out. They're mostly in shorthand anyway. I guess I didn't need to talk to you. Oh, Barbosa's in here. How about that? Perfect.
More.
Well, I thought this might be useful to you, miss. It's research of the O'Connor family. I notice it bears the same crest as your brooch.
What? But this is... There's so much detail here. Where did you get this?
It's Miss Quinn's work. She's been researching the O'Connor family for a ritual she wants to conduct. The woman she's focused on, a Biddy Eve O'Connor, had a son who emigrated. I was hoping you would check the date of his departure against that of your father.
Yes, they line up. But his name is Seamus O'Connor, not Shay. A cousin, maybe.
Hang on, I can't believe I didn't make the connection before now. Boucher is often used as a shorthand for Seamus.
So I have been looking for the wrong name?
It is possible. Or we may have the wrong man altogether.
So, this doesn't mean...
No, it does not. But Miss Quinn says her ritual is a matter of life and death, and that she requires an item from that family, which, it turns out, may be your family. So, do you think she might borrow that brooch of yours for her purpose? If she is right, it would not only help her, but also confirm we have the right man.
Then how can I refuse? Come, let us find the Queen Woman.
How convenient. She's right here.
Thank you, Miss Barbosa. This could well save the lives of the last people that truly matter to me.
I do not understand how being in a bathroom with two strangers is helping, but I'm eager to learn.
Don't question it, Barbosa.
And I appreciate it. All right. One more time.
Lesbianism.
Hear me, Biddy Eve O'Connor. I call you from beyond the grave.
Nothing can go wrong in a bathroom with two women.
Child of the family you damned. Hear me, so that we may bury all this grief.
Santo Cristo, fantasma.
Are you Biddy Eve O'Connor? The same Biddy Eve O'Connor that cursed Fionton Quinn and his descendants? Good. My name is Quarantine Quinn. I am of the third generation of the Quinn family since Fionton Quinn.
Three women though? All bets are off. Exactly.
It is myself and my two sisters. The people that wronged you, and they did wrong you, I will not deny it. They're long since dead by your curse. My ancestors sinned against you, but we did not. For the sake of my life, for my dear sisters' lives, I implore you to release us from your curse. Would you consider this? Now the man who hurt you so is dead. Excellent. All right. Let me think. Do you require your bones to be laid to rest?
What does that mean?
If too many candles blow out, the ritual will be over, spent, and I will have lost my chance. family will be doomed.
Oh,
Do you have some unfinished business here that I could see to on your behalf?
Ooh.
how many candles are too many?
I don't know, but I don't like the chances. The spell is already failing. I don't think it will survive another wrong question. Another extinguished candle.
What did your ancestors do to deserve all this?
They betrayed their fellow Catholics to the crown and then they took the land. Oh, maybe, Biddy O'Connor, you would have me relinquish my claim on that land, the money from it. Oh, why didn't I see it? Miss Barbosa, Inez, would you accept the Quinn lands and the money we made from it?
What?
It was ill-got. It shouldn't be ours. And if it will satisfy Biddy O'Connor for her descendant to have it, will you take it? Please.
You are serious? Yes. I will accept it.
Biddy Eve O'Connor, from the bottom of my heart, I offer you my deepest apologies for all the wrong done to you. And my promise. The Quinn fortune will go to Inez Barbosa. She can do with it as she likes. I will relinquish every acre and every penny of it immediately. This I swear to you on my honor and my life. And if that's all that need be said, then I bid you goodbye, Biddy O'Connor, and thank you. May you rest in peace. Come, Miss Barbosa. We'll go to the telegraph room and send word to my lawyers so they can get the paperwork in order.
Lead the way, I suppose.
You'll be needed too, Mr. Ward. To witness. Come along, would you?
Okay. So we're not gonna have the 3 lesbians in a bathroom?
I know this is a
Anymore?
seance, but I did not expect to see a ghost quite so close. And for her to be my grandmother.
Yes. I am sure it is a lot to take in. But look, that hardly matters now. I'm going to write to my solicitor and have him prepare everything for you. All we will need then is to get the deeds to you. Now, you sign here to prove you accepted them. Then you here, Mr. Ward, as witness.
So you are serious? It was not a lie to trick the spirit.
Well, completely and utterly serious, Miss Barbosa. One does not trick ghosts and come off the better for it.
Inês. Just call me Inês. All this? It's hard to comprehend.
Well, you have the rest of your life to get your head around it, Inez. And now, so do I. And if I am to call you that, then you must call me Quarantine. I've always hated Miss Quinn.
If you say so, Quarantine.
Oh, they're getting close together. It's eerie.
Yes.
Isn't that just? But you know, I think I am done with summoning the damned. I'm going to skip the seance and do something I've not done for some time.
Very good. And I now have my father's real name. Seamus O'Connor. As much as I value the lands and wealth, that is the real treasure in all of this.
Miss Quinn has removed the generational curse on her family by returning their lands and wealth to those they wronged. Why do I get another? Okay, shut up! Is to reconnect. Start a new life.
Miss Barbosa came here to outrun her criminal records and start a new life in her father's homeland. I should find and confront her about this.
How convenient, she's right there. Go start a new life in your father's homeland now that your old life has gone up in flames.
Well, yes, that's about it. And I think that appears to be going well for me. Yes? Still, I have learned much about the summoning of ghosts, and I have my father's name now. Do you think I could see him somehow?
Yes. Oh, I can't talk to her about the spirit camera.
Sure.
Please let Callahan be in that room. I don't want to chase him down again. Hell yeah, he's still in here.
Mr. Ward.
Miss Barbosa is after a photograph of her late father. Do you know how I might be able to get something like that?
You're looking for spirit photography there. And it just so happens, I might well be able to help you. I will need her father's name to summon him for the photograph.
I have it already. His name was Seamus Shea O'Connor.
Seamus O'Connor? All right then. Why don't we find Miss Barbosa and go get set up? Now, you need to hold still. Very still, if you would.
Mm-hmm.
I think it turned out quite well. How do you like it?
I love it.
It's generally understood that the clearer an image one attains, and the closer the spirit is to the subject, the more present they are. Which is to say, your father seems to be watching over you.
Oh, thank you for this. Really.
You're most welcome, Miss Barbosa. Sincerely.
We did it.
I'll develop another copy for you, just in case something happens to the first one.
We've combined two lesbian pairs together.
You don't have to do that.
Maybe. Who knows?
Nonsense. It's no trouble. I'll get it to you just as soon as I'm able. Your father's name, I take it he was Irish?
He was. That's how I came to be here.
And how do you find it now you're here?
It would be hard to explain how much this magic house has done for me this day. And now that I have this image, I feel no desire to attend the seance. What a strange relief that gives me.
Polycule is the most powerful magic of all. With a wall for father's name, picture, and ownership of his old land, Miss Barbosa's new start is ready to begin. Bam! Now where did it drop me off? I need to talk to his father, Senate. Reparations. Is the achievement? What have we got? Shut up! Doing things. There he is.
Yes, my child.
So I was wondering if I might ask you something. I couldn't tell you without knowing what it is you asked me. The cook, Miss Murphy, has a little girl who was taken custody by Magdalene Laundry shortly after her birth. I was anxious for news of her. I said I would ask on her behalf. There's so much suffering in this life, is there not? Why is it that God allows a child to be taken from her mother? Is that bond not God's plan? Is it not sacred? What agents of the divine are we, that we would do something so vile? Are we agents of the divine at all? What you ask is outside of my power or influence. At least you would ask it. I would end her suffering, all suffering, in my own way. But it's no use to her, here and now. No, I'm sorry to say it, she will not see that child again by conventional means, Mr. Ward. We are surrounded by unconventional people, are we not? Maybe one of them has a way to see what cannot normally be seen. Think of God to help that poor girl.
I'll take my leave.
Go with God.
The child's dead? Oh. Here. I'll talk to you about it.
Do you think you'd be able to lead Miss Murphy in well scrying? It would do her good to see her daughter. But the Magdalene Laundry that took her child, they won't share any information.
I can think of no better cause. You tell Miss Murphy I'm ready whenever she is, and to meet me at the well.
I love finishing storylines.
There you are. Come here now. Have you done this before, Alanov? No, miss. I've never... I didn't know it would really work.
Oop.
It most certainly does. Come here and stand beside me. You'll want to look into the well and try and get your thoughts calm. Take
Oop.
deep breaths. There. Now,
Kind of a bit to keep clicking too early.
look at that. There you go.
Nope, child's alive, just kidding.
That's her? She has your eyes, does she not? She looks all right. She looks well. Oh, I was so worried. I hope you'll get to see her again someday. But
Why
until
is
then,
Varley here?
I can show you how to do this for yourself too, you know. You... Really? I've no words. That'd be... Thank you. So much. It's no trouble at all, sweetheart.
Why is Varley here? I love that child so much. She scarcely met her before they were separated. Separated in God's name. Did the Lord not die for our sins?
It doesn't ease the hurt in my heart to see her. But it does with the guilt. I didn't know how heavy that was sitting on my soul. Now that I know she's okay, I think I can rest.
Why don't you take some time, Miss Murphy, and rest? I think we can handle the seance without you.
If you're sure, sir. I do feel weary from all this.
Miss Murphy was able to use Wellscry to see her child and continue studies in magic under Miss Callahan. Doop. Who's left? Okay. Yeah, shut up. Blake, Mantovani, Varley, Coventry. Well, we can do Varley right now. Running through the manor. Have myself a time. Where am I? Son of a bitch! Why is he still here? Hold on. Fine, we'll do Miss Mantovani instead. Everyone's so mean to me, Charlie. Making me run around this stupid manor. Hopefully she's still out there. Because Varley came back to his room. She still out here? No. Oh, bitch. Where is she at then? I never asked her. I never asked her schedule. Oh, no. She in her room. Yes. Well, who else can I saw? She's in her room. Can't do anything, can't do anything, can't do anything. Oh, I guess we're out of things. Is there an hourglass up here? There is. Okay, she's not in her room anymore. Which means she's somewhere. Hopefully somewhere convenient. Like right here. That's great. Thank you.
Signor Ward,
Talk to her about her family. Do you have family back home, Miss Mandavani? Yes, a big one. More uncles, aunts, cousins, nieces, and nephews than you could count. Oop. All in one in our pockets, no business in having opinions. Laboring on the same farmlands, day in and day out. No hope for a better life. I missed them. When I was young, it was a terrible life for me. Now, as I age, I'd hoped... Do not mind me, Senior. Goal is to... conduct the seance. Despite it killing her, she wants to provide for her family.
Miss Montavani is ill. Clearly her work is taking its toll. Another seance might be too much for her body to handle. I should find and confront her about this.
How convenient, she's right here.
Signor Ward, we meet again.
Goals conduct seance by killing you as you want to provide for your family.
It is not just those of us speaking to ghosts who are uncovering secrets, is it, Signor? I have had time to consider, to decide. This is not where I wanted to spend my last days.
Do you want to join my lesbian polycule?
But at least this way,
I already have like
my
4
death
women.
will have use. The last I've spent on this grand seance. It will be something to be remembered. And this contract will serve my family well. It is not perfect. But few things are. Signor Ward, I have a favor I must ask of you.
Rookie numbers. I know. I'm sorry.
Signor Ward, I believe you to be a good man. I will not survive this seance. Even if I hadn't already known it for myself, I have seen it in my cards. I have resigned myself to this. I have reason for seeing this seance through. My family. I left when I was young, when I realized this gift gave me a way out.
Gotta transition to detective. Get those numbers up. Oh, yeah, I guess we have 5 because Angel Girl.
And what
Mira.
a life he has given
Oh,
me.
Mira.
I have performed in the old world and the new. I even read for Queen Victoria. And through her granddaughter, I performed a seance for the Tsar and his mad monk. I could not have asked for more. But I don't have
Rasputin?
much left. All I earned, I spent. I could, but the time for that.
Hope someone gets on
is
Mira
at
arrested
6
ASAP. He hasn't even hit twink death yet.
I want to give something. Some fraction of the comfort I have had. This event. It pays well. Too much even. But at a time when I needed much. But now I fear I will be gone before I can get this money to them. Please, Signor, I will give you the secret to the lockbox in my room. Per favore, you must go to my room and get my earnings. Take this symbol. It will open my lockbox. A key to my room. I suspect you already have.
Everyone's like, we know you're in our rooms.
When the seance is done, please ensure my family gets the full amount. And let them know I am sorry that I left, but that I love them always.
Of course.
Grazie. Now, go.
She held my hand. I feel special. Let's see. Doop. 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 Let's wait for safekeeping. I'll make sure it gets to Miss Mentavon's family. I imagine other guests are going to react. If they go through with the seance, they found out what it would do to Miss Mentavani. I pray the Lord shows them compassion. They don't own their complicity. At least Miss Manavani has chosen to die on her own terms. It's a luxury too few of us are afforded. Miss Manavani asked me to ensure her family gets her money so her death's not in vain. She'll conduct the seance even though she believes she'll die as a result. But she's still going to the seance. She's not protected. Why did that go down? Okay. Shut up. Is Varley out of his room? I really want to finish that. No, this is northwest. There's no stairs in the northwest. Meteor's so psychic right now that Meltabon doesn't believe in herself, it goes down. I guess. Barley, you gotta be out of your room, bro. Yes! Also, I need to get a key from the lady. No, bed clothes, I assume this is being stored here while it's out of use. Why are there 3 beds in here? And to worship the Lord Jesus Christ on the cross. Well, one seems like it would keep the rain off. Or seriously, oop. Looks like dry reading to me. Why is this lit? Do you want a handkerchief? Let it dry. Sorry they're still stored away with weather like this. Those are used to cold out here. $37, $22, $34. That's important. And anything else could be Almac 10 years ago. Quite close to be sure, but there's nothing stands out to be as useful here. Collection notes on guest movement interaction mostly focus on Miss Dean. Where did she go? Was written alongside them. Seems like Mr. Varley doesn't believe she left in the middle of the night after all. Okay. Not the larder.
Good day.
Hello, sir.
Wait, am I not supposed to get the key from Miss Joyce right now? Mr. Varley mentions a staff meeting during the bridge game. Oh yes, sir, I was there too. Better than that, serving drinks to blasphemers. The white boy keeps his room when there's guests in the manor. I know since the accent I've seen before, that was a while back, and he was wondering. He was hiding then too, just Mother's petticoat. I don't really recall. He missed her something awful, the poor lad. Hey, sweet boy, it's time to get his young master, and not a family of your own.
I'll be off.
God bless.
Wait, am I supposed to come down here? Maybe I have to get the key after the dinner. Never mind. I also need to find out Mira again. Because I think Varley's innocent. Dupre's innocent too, I think. I didn't talk to Miss Mantovani. There, I can do that now. If she's still in the drawing room. Hell yeah, she is. We love this information. Mr. Dupre tells me you're kind enough to give him a reading on Tuesday. Do not offer his kindness more an excuse to practice something familiar. He's right. I read his cards for him. Oh, the reading helps him find the spirit he's seeking.
That's all.
Of course.
Everyone else is accounted for. It must have been a Mr. Mira had been arguing with Dean. Find him. I have questions for the man. It's so wild that they just left the glass broken like that. It's been raining most the entire time. Are you in your office? No. Hell yeah. Oh, what was the safe combo? 37, 22, 34. What was it? $22, 34. Okay. I've missed my revised contract for the seance. For a week's work, she's been paid £3,000. The further $2,000 be paid should the seance be a success. A staggering sum, even if nothing comes of it. No wonder she has come here. Why did it close? Why did it close? I need the bin. Oh. 37. 22. 34. A lot of papers, mostly letters, invoices, counts, and calculations, it seems. It doesn't look good. The manor seems to be on the brink of closure. It seems like the Marquess is betting everything on the seance. He's even pulled his wife's charitable efforts to focus money here. A strange way to honor her legacy. Prince of Riley's goal is to protect the Manor from closure. To conceal Miss Dean's poop.
Mr. Varley is covering up Miss Dean's disappearance. I should find and confront him about this.
Yeah, but where is he? Where is he? I don't know where he is. Oh. I guess I can ring his little bell.
May I be of service, Mr. Ward?
Your goal is to conceal Miss Dean's disappearance, protect the manor from closure.
Yes. I regret to say it, but you're right. Do not get me wrong. I am concerned for Miss Dean, but I have done what I can, and still cannot find her.
Sir, you have not done what you could. You hid her disappearance. If you'd alerted the police, then a proper search of this place could have been undertaken. Something may well have happened, or happened to her yet, because of your meddling.
You're right. Of course. This place, this hotel, it's not just a business. For the staff, it is our home. This seance, the Marquess's obsession, and the money spent. We need this event to go well, or we are homeless. And if Miss Dean's situation had gotten out, we would most assuredly be in trouble.
Oh my god, I forgot there was even a woman missing.
But there might
There's
be
2
one
people missing, actually.
that frees us from the fate of this seance. You see, there are rumors of treasure somewhere on the estate. A cachet of gold from the mid to late 1600s. Grania, the wife of the original Marquess Edward Blake, she did not choose to be with him. She had hoarded a sum of money, intending to use it to escape her husband. She stabbed him in his sleep, but he awoke and managed to live long enough to kill her. They died together, and the treasure has not since been found. If that's true, and that stash of gold is somewhere on the grounds, then finding it might just be enough to save the hotel. I've had no luck, obviously, but you might be able to find it.
It's certainly possible. If that will stop you from hindering this investigation, then I will see if I can help.
Take this. It was found in what remained of the lady's personal belongings, but I've never discovered what it unlocks. It's not much, but it's a start.
Hell yeah. We got a key. Actually, no, that symbol is in the catacombs. I hate the catacombs. It's creepy in there. Hi. That's where you were. It's dark and creepy. This way. Mr. Varley, the keys bear symbol match the one on the door, I wonder. Catacomb is just cringe basement. They didn't even try to go through this wall or something? Oh my god. Oh my god! Chest packed tight with jewelry and other valuables. No doubt Mr. Varley wanted to see this. I just packed it in my bag! All of it! Remember when we picked up a skeleton to move it? And I was like, what the fuck? I remember that. Hi, Mr. Varley. Here, have this chest of coins. Here you go. Have it.
Mr. Varley, it appears you were right about that lost cash.
Let's discuss this further in my office.
I brought 1 coin.
I can't believe it. I'd hoped it really existed, of course, but
I took the entire chest, but you know, here's 1 coin.
I owe you a great debt, Mr. Ward.
I wouldn't want to put another one on you. I think you've had your fair share. I believe you've been given the blessings of the woman who hid the money too. I think now you just need to put it to good use.
I most certainly will. Thank you, sincerely.
And, Mr. Varley,
Sir?
never risk another guest's life. Not for any reason. Because I will find out. And I will have this place shut down.
Understood.
Wow. He got 1 coin and it fixed all his problems.
Now, if you would excuse me, I have plans to make. Perhaps I'd best work while the seance happens, to take advantage of the Marquess being distracted. Everything should be in order already anyway.
Hell yeah. Mr. Varley would no longer be attending the seance. He looks like extremely untrustworthy. Mr. Varley has received the treasure hidden in the Manor's catacombs and may now use it to save the hotel from closure. Put that in a bank. They'll put so much interest on it. Whoa. I have saved everybody. That's all lights out. What does that mean for the seance, I wonder? Anyway, we need to find O'Meara. I don't know where he is. This is the worst information. Hold on, we'll look it up. Where is he right now? Day 3. He is at the bar. There you are.
You again.
Mr. Mira, did you fight Miss Dean on Tuesday in the Hedgemaids? This is important. Right, okay, yes, we fought. Is that why you didn't go after her later that evening? Yes, I thought she had drank herself stupid, and that she'd wake up in a hedge next day and regret everything. What did you fight over? Well, lots of things. She was drunk when I met her. She'd been drinking all day. She came to me and said something or somebody was after her. Not physically, maybe spiritually. Actually, as I say, she was drunk and unclear. She couldn't see their face, she said, but they had a Christian aura or something. She was specific on that point. I chalked it up to overindulgence. Told her to go sober up in her room. She did not like that. Why did she come to you? We were engaged, or rather, I wanted us to be. I asked her to marry me. We've been courting. I wanted to make it official. She didn't want to be caged down. Didn't need a man to protect her. All of that. And actually, when she came to me for help, I threw it in her face and left. On seeing her later, I called out and she ignored me. Still furious, I assumed, so I let her be. Of course, I didn't expect to not see her the following day. I took some food up to her room, but well, I forgot where she was staying. Then I forgot that I forgot, until I saw you at her door. It all came back, and I panicked. I thought maybe I was responsible for her disappearance. Then I thought maybe you'd think that, but I love her, Mr. Ward. You should know that. Want her safe. I'll see it to it that she is. Thank you. That has been helpful.
I'll be off, Mr. O'Mara.
Don't let me keep you.
Don't die or twink death, Earl. Lesbian. Exactly. She lesbian. Miss Dean fought with Mr. Mira when he rejected her plea for help.
So, Miss Dean was asking for help as she felt somebody with a Christian aura was after her? Mr. O'Mara refused her plea because she previously turned down a marriage proposal from him. He felt he had offered to protect her then, and she turned away from him. This was his form of poetic revenge. He says she stormed off then, and they only saw her once more, wandering the halls in her magical trance. What does this tell me about the culprit?
They're a Christian.
Yes. Miss Dean seemed convinced whoever was threatening her was a Christian. Well, given the location, I'm sure most people are Catholic or Protestant, but there are likely some I can rule out based on this. Now on to the other mysteries I am faced with. There are more of the grounds to explore now, and perhaps I can learn more about my suspects. This can help me eliminate them. I have picked up another. I wonder if there's anyone, and if not.
Yeah. Catherine Mira fought with her. She had asked for help from a Christian presence, but he refused out of pettiness. Nice going, twink! Venetia's is pinging me. Rude. Well, I have everybody. Yeah, I don't think he's not mourning. I think he's lying about his wives. Can't really do anything else. Profile of Marquess. Attend the silent dinner. Investigate the residence. Okay. I guess I wait. I don't have anything else to talk about. Wooters. Hi, Nintendo. You're late. First time ever.
Mr. Ward, a reminder, sir, that the silent dinner is different to the other meals. Silent being the operative word here.
Nintendo is never late, nor is exactly what it means to be.
No talking, please, unless you'd like to upset our guests, and they're unnerved by staring, so none of that. Secondly, there will be no staff. We'll be having our own meal in the servants' hall, though of course your food has already been prepared. Thirdly, I've been told to impress upon you that this is a deeply spiritual event. If you feel the need to leave, that's fine, but don't disturb anyone. That should be all, if you'll allow me to show you to your seat.
They're deep in power shenanigans? What? Except for advance wars we make, which is delayed for the Ukraine war.
Ghosts? Lord save me. I cannot get used to this. Laura? She returned for this, despite being freed. Mrs. Lau's husband. Is that Mary Blake? Why is she facing away? Alexander Quinn? I suppose I shouldn't stare. Varley said it upsets them. Then, I suppose, all there is to do is eat. What is this? There is a key here. The note reads, Blake residence now. Mrs. Joyce, I assume. Perhaps it's a good time to investigate, since the Marquess and most of the guests appear to be here.
Here I go! Being a little menace. This is an entirely new area. What's in the basement? Nothing. Wasn't Advance Wars delayed like twice? Once for each release? Less than 1 hour to the seance. Entering the Blake residence is point no return. Sure. What's going on here? It's all boarded up. Mrs. Joyce is right. Things are not right here. My clock bean acting weird. This fresh? I've just been blindfolded. What state of mind was he in? What state of mind is he in? These papers, scrawling them, are largely indecipherable, and many pages are ruined from liquid being spilt on them. Gather mystics, seance will channels that are life energy. Psychic jolt. The veil is at its thinnest. Open the portal. Wake the god from its sleep. Each letter S has been drawn over in red ink. Nothing here catches my eye. Draft of invites for a handful of participants. Only O'Finn, Dean, and Mantavanti's names are here. Lockdown's been open a while. They've been turned to face the walls. That's weird. Not at all creepy. The face family portrait. Somebody did not want anything watching them. We got a water Blake to move between floors. That's a massive elevator. Portrait of the Blake family. There's another one of these in Atrium, if I remember correctly. They look quite similar. Gates in here. Why are they locked? This piece our lineage map starts with 3 names from long ago: Eberfin, Abergene, and Aramon. Works its way down, then to modern times. At the bottom, many names are struck out, but 2 are circled: Evelyn Dean and Donald Finn. The 3rd lineage has been erased, but after the name Grain the American. The gate is sealed by 3 locks, each requiring the blood of a Milesian who locked it. Personal records of Blake's, including various journals and other accounts over the years. Jars full of human organs and animals, preserved in a strange fluid. Dormant chemicals and poisons. Records of experiments. I'm not knowledgeable enough to wholly make sense of them, but they seem unorthodox. In the notes, these seem to be ancient scrolls of dark magic. Schematics for some kind of machine that harnesses lightning in the sub-end. This book seems part science, part occult, an attempt to marry the two. Can't even imagine what this represents. Whatever meaning this may have, it's lost on me. I don't understand the text as whole, but some parts of the grid have been circled. 24, 53, 26. Periodic table names, abbreviations, and details of the elements. One of these are related to string numbers in mathematics book. Work on distilling power from blood. Schematics for the machine in the atrium. Seems to be measuring the collective psychic energy that will be available to harvest at the seance. I shudder to think what that means. That is why it's placed essentially, though I cannot claim to understand how this device actually works. The note says, we need as much as possible to wake him so we can use the blood to open the gate. Handwritings and different star replies, we do not need everyone present, but the ritual will be unstable with less. Continues, if anyone attends, it will overload the conduits, but everything else will go more smoothly. Their demise would save us a task. Trying some kind of vat, but I cannot tell its purpose. There are no notes, only dimensions. It's large, almost the size of a carriage. Dilution of generations. A smear would not be enough to open the gate. Not a drop would be wasted to ensure success. And note, the blood must be fresh, they cannot perish. Over examination. Range of scientific equipment cannot make a specific experiment. Indeed, these all relate to the one project. Blueprints of the ground. Seems he's looking for something hidden here. Financial gland and other assets. Many languages of books. Books on magic and fringe sciences. A very different selection to the library in the hotel. Scientific busts. Tata has separated in many segments, each with letters on them. They seem to press inwards. I wonder why. There must be a code here, but which buttons and what order? What was the code? $74, 53, 26. So 74 is tungsten. 53 is iridium. Or indium. I don't know what I is. 26 is iron. Tungsten, iridium or indium, iron. Are the floorboards shaking? is a shrine to Mary Blake. I don't think I should touch anything in here. Even about the Blake lineage back as far as Edward Blake, the man who built this place and planted his family here. Like one branch family has been erased. Not make out any names, but they would be cousins of the Marquess. Constantine had once he had taken the fort here, Edward Blake forced himself on the chieftain's daughter. Her name was Grandee Emirian, and she bore him a son. Thus was the Blake line carried on, intertwined the people of this place. There is no record what happened to her after the birth. The letter P has been scrawled across the page with red ink. Books on Irish mythology, magic, and the old ways. Sections on Tir na Nog have been encircled. That's the land of eternal youth, the Irish afterlife. All across us, we will send that thing through the portal in exchange for Mary. The letter Y has been repeatedly circled in red ink. Has Blake been sleeping in here? The listing all Blake family birth records, with all names marked off by 2. Jonathan Blake and Walter Blake. Across the page is called It Must Be. The projector, the lens cap's still on, but it doesn't have any slides. Just light. Am I missing something? Could be something interesting in here. Find the safe code. Huh. What's the code for this? Uh... Oh, come on. Why does it keep doing that? Anyway, we're gonna take a quick break. And we're back. Let's see. Let's see. So now we have SPY. That's silicon 16. P is phosphorus, I think. Y is yttrium. 39. $16. 15. 39. File projector slides. Is a stone with a hole carved into it. Why does it be in a safe? Note says these hagstones will keep us safe in Seance. Make sure Walter has one. I may take one too. Stars? Is there a pattern hidden amongst the stars? I'll just style, see if the solution makes itself clear. Oop. Oop. Scenes before my dreams. I wonder. This is the same shape as in my dreams. Wish I expected that. What are your requests? Seem to be an empty closet. Here's a different sized children's shoes awaiting breaking in. Somebody's coming.
My boy, it is time. I know this is hard for you. But think of your mother. Your sacrifice will bring her back to us and bring you back to me. Your chair gone, your voice restored. You will not be dead for long. I promise.
So they're ready for you at the seance.
Yes, of course.
What on earth?
What the fuck?
Oh, young master, you look so smart. His mother would be so proud.
She will be, yes. We had best get moving. Time, as they say, waits for no man.
There's no child there.
The chair was empty, but both the Marquez and the housekeeper spoke as if it wasn't. Were they under another spell? Is Walter Blake even real? Oh, he must be. I've seen his portraits in the manor.
Tales of a Little White Rabbit and the Value of Being Kind. I can't imagine it's ever been read. A collection of short stories for small children, each imparting a biblical lesson. It looks completely untouched, yet it's lying on the floor as though it's just been read. A toy soldier in mint condition. I don't think it's ever been played with. A jack-in-the-box that's springed or stiff with disuse. Stories of a little boy's venture on the hunt for a long-lost treasure. There's no indication it's ever been opened. Children spoke about a little girl who lives with her grandfather in mountains. Pages are stuck together like it's brand new. Strewn about as if they've been used, but absolutely pristine. Spotless alphabet blocks arranged to spell the word God. The wheelbarrow looks good as new. A little dog on wheels, no phrase in its leash, no paint off its wheels. These meals are untouched and cold, but they are fresh, prepared earlier today. Annie Mary Blake. A stuffed bear that looks like it's never had the joy of being held. A rocking horse that's polished as even scratched. What the fuck? Why is the child fake? Donald Blake, he looks younger here and more content. There's a glint of something missing from his expressions. Hunger? Sorrow? Cannot tell. Mary Blake, her expression's unhappy.
The young master is here, but... No. Wait. This paint is different. It's fresher. Newer. Somebody has added him to the picture and altered the mother's arms to hold him. He isn't real. He is a fabrication that the Marquess and the staff seem to believe is real. But why?
Easy to miss, but Walter Blake has only recently been painted into Blake family portraits. Huh? Why? Jonathan Blake intends to sacrifice his son to resurrect his wife. But Walter Blake isn't real. What? I think these people might be Mungo Nuttabar.
Between at least the staff and the Marquess, but the paintings of him, they are very real. He has been freshly painted in over original paintings. It's a very good forgery.
It's Coventry.
I only realized when I knew to look for it. How can that be? This level of replication. Not just
It's
here, but in
Coventry.
all the portraits,
He's the only person I've seen like painting. I think. Or there's like someone else has been painting, but not to the level that Coventry is.
I wonder if there's anyone I could eliminate as a result. And if not, what investigating can I do to allow me to learn some useful facts about the suspects?
Walter Blake is not real. A skilled painter has been adding him the paintings. Walter Blake is not a real boy, but some form of mass hallucination that the Marquess and the staff are experiencing. That doesn't mean like anyone's gonna survive. It's also my last chance to find and save Evelyn Dean. I need to get out of there and stop it. Did I just on? Seance time. I lost track of time. The seance will be starting soon. I need to get out of the hedge maze and put a stop to this before it's too late. They brought his wheelchair. Why did they bring the wheelchair? Because he's not even real. How do they carry a fake child?
The circle is sealed. We call now upon the spirits.
Looks like they've begun. Empty space here. It's for me. Waiting for me. I shouldn't keep them waiting any longer.
To come forth, be witnessed by us, be heard by us. Age posco, nego te recusare.
Good lord.
My stone, it broke. I'm alive. I'm okay. The others, I don't know.
Her body, it's been enveloped by a cold energy. What are those things? Are they Fae?
Oh. I got disemboweled. Note, don't approach the Fae. Don't do it. Don't approach the Fae. The Fae love good disemboweling. They very specifically want you to go in one specific direction.
The energy goes this way. But how?
Speak your name to enter.
It wants the culprit's name. But who?
I think it's him. He's the only one that's been, like, painting. They are able to write. They wear medium shoes. I don't know about that. They use magic. I don't know if he uses magic. They know the grounds. He knows the grounds extremely well. They are not staff. They have no matter history of Mistine. I haven't asked him about that, but probably. Not a mourning. I'm pretty sure he's not a mourning, because I think his 2 wives are fake. They are Christian, Protestant. They're skilled artist. Yes.
Welcome, Simon.
Yeah, but why? The tag says Mistine, so this was where it was brought. Here lies Norman Blake, died in a cave-in under the church in 1834, where it says buried as he lived, alone, is scratched over frantically. Various paintings of Walter Blake that Coventry must have discarded for whatever mistakes he feared people would see through. The reference photograph has Henry Blake, 1840, written on the back. Looks like a photograph of Walter Blake. The writing on the back says Henry Blake, 1836.
A collection of papers, a birth certificate, and a journal. It's the birth certificate of a Henry Blake, who seems to be the older cousin of Jonathan Blake, the actual heir to the title and lands here. His father died when he was still a young lad. Rather than pass the title and lands to Henry, an attempt was made on his life by Jonathan Blake's father. Henry's mother took him and fled. She died soon after, leaving him alone in the world. All he had were his father's notes, the notes that resulted in his death, among them the sigil. He spent much of his life studying the occult to make sense of the sigil, and eventually much older he returned to the manor, armed with the understanding of the ground's secrets. He had adopted the identity of Simon Coventry, a man who had also recently lost his wife. Over this he bonded with the Marquess, and used that to gain the access he needed to search the grounds. He found the chamber his father had died opening, and was able to get inside. That is where he discovered Guivenu, locked in a deep sleep. The god's dreams already colored by the events happening around him. Coventry took advantage of this through prayer and something he calls his Shrine of Images. And Guivnu's dreams reshaped the minds of everyone around him into thinking there was a Walter Blake who's been crippled in the accident that killed his mother. Because to unlock the gate he needs Blake blood. It says here they are the last of the 3rd Milesian bloodline. The Marquess will kill himself, thinking he both kills and frees his son. The god's dream can't force anyone to act outside of their interest. He couldn't be made to kill himself, but he could be tricked into doing it for the right reason. Then with Blake gone and the god freed, Coventry will ask for his reward, to have his youth returned. He will then take his place as the heir in the form of Walter Blake, the son with paintings, documents and mesmerized staff to vouch for him as the next in line to the title.
This is fucked up. A sigil fell out of the pile. Simon Coventry's goal is to free the entity in order to assume the role. Because his real identity is ousted heir Henry Blake. Inherit his ancestral home. The world is magical fabrication. For Blake.
Simon Coventry is really Henry Blake, ousted heir of the Blake title and fortunes. He has returned with the intent of using magic to reclaim what was taken from him. I need to stop him.
Mr. Coventry is actually an heir to the Blake estate, Henry Blake. Better research materials on it. Was Coventry sleeping down here before the event? Here lies Norm Blake dying. Start off notes. Oh, Finn recognized me after all these years. He was only a child when I visited his camp seeking his wisdom. Even my own flesh and blood didn't know me. In hindsight, I was probably memorable enough, a wealthy outsider coming to ask of their god. I shouldn't have panicked and attacked him. That was risky. What if he outed me? Thankfully, I played in those catacombs as a lad and I know all their secrets. My back is in agony today for it. I have taken most of a bottle to ease the pain. By tonight, back troubles will be a future problem. This time, I'll care better for my joints. A bottle of painkiller. It is empty. Notes on the ritual found under Miss Dean's bed. Mr. Finn's, too. There's more of them. They're closing in on the church. There's so many of them. There's like 12. Because they're all static images, and it's hard to duplicate static images that way, apparently. Huh? Darvin, he's been murdered. There's all this stuff I've never looked at. The fair inside the church. There's nowhere left to go. What the fuck? Coventry, Henry Blake, he's praying to an entity, to the smithing god, Gripnew.
It's Mr. O'Finn. He seems to still be alive. I can't see a way to open this and get him out. Miss Dean!
There she is!
Find a way to get her out while she's still alive.
Hi, Miss Dean.
Now, Walter. No tears now. Not long to go. Mummy will be home soon. Thanks to you. You big, brave boy. This will only hurt a moment. Then Daddy will talk with the floating man and bring you and her back. Then we'll all be together again. One big, happy family. What are you doing here? I won't let you stop this.
I need to get through to him. You cannot save your family. You've been tricked by Henry Blake so he can take over your ancestral home.
Fooled, but I would have all I could ever. Who was restraining me? And where is my son? Where is my boy? He should be here, shouldn't he? No. I thought. No. I didn't. They were not my thoughts. Not at all. They were put there. There is no water. Just a cruel illusion. Oh, my boy, taken from me. And Mary, my Mary, she is truly gone. Never coming back. Who would make a man think such things? Have such hope? You're right. I have been fooled by a relation I did not even know existed. Fooled by the only real flesh and blood that I have.
Yeah, get him! Get him!
Get off me, you fool!
How could you do this to me? You gave me hope. You gave me a son. Only to take them from me?
Some lucidity, is it? I am only doing to you what your grandfather did to me. I should have been the Marquess of Doon, and I will be. Islam, Jonathan. You will be nothing!
Oh. They both die. Now who's the Marquess of Doon? The Marquess could not be saved. Marquess Blake was determined to resurrect his life at any cost, being tricked into nearly sacrificing himself by the acid Arab Henry Blake posing as Simon Coventry. The Blakes are dead! These look much older than the vats. Perhaps the original locks and leasings used to seal the gate. Hey, Mary, Henry Blake will grief like a whip to the slave.
The Tuatha Danann and the Milesians faced off for the final time at the Battle of Tal'Tiu. After much death, a truce was called. They agreed to halve the land between them. However, the Milesians tricked the gods by claiming the top half, so the Tuatha Danann went below ground through this here portal. Weavna stayed behind to build a lock for the portal that could only be opened again by him and the three Milesian leaders, using their blood. Once the portal was closed, he fell into a deep slumber, from which his dreams inspired those who lived here for millennia. Until war came to the land once again. Oliver Cromwell and his forces arrived, led in this region by Edward Blake. They killed those living here, the people Guivna had formed a bond with over the generations. Their blood seeped into this chamber and tainted his dreams. He felt alone and scared. He feels alone and scared still.
Okay, was that really the time to be doing this?
He just wants to go home to his people.
Killing a sigil card. What is it for? Or clear its sigil card into it, but I cannot make it out now. These dials, they seem to be kind of control panel. I should be able to arrange them in a way that would allow me to perform a sigil here. But what sigil? Charlie, which one? Open seems like a bad choice. Because wouldn't it open the portal and let all the Fae out? And the Fae have already killed me several times. Close would close the portal permanently. And release would release Goibnu? Yeah, we'll do that one. Let's see. Oop. Doop. Something's happening. Uh-oh. I got God Killer and shut it down. They have stopped the ritual.
So, this is where the man who saved my life spends his time.
We saved her, Jordy. We did it.
You'll join me.
Yes. I think at the very least, I owe you a drink.
Save Miss Dean, then a hero comes along.
Freed from the vase's curse, Miss Hisham became obsessed with seeking out other cursed items hidden across the globe. Miss Montevani used her last remaining weeks to return to her family and deliver her parcel herself. She died soon after, surrounded by loved ones. She was happy. Mr. O'Mara's angel led him deep into the unknown parts of the world. I never learned in search of what. With the curse lifted, Miss Quinn was free to raise her siblings in safety. She supported them only by her earnings as a poet.
No.
Mrs. Darcy disposed of her husband's ghost on her route home. She later turned the events of the manor into the acclaimed horror novel, Eldritch House. Mr. Hunter left the manor and spent his remaining years breeding champion horses for the MacLeod family. Mr. Doyle left Ireland to see the world.
Good for him.
Free from his obligation, Mr. Dupre returned to New Orleans. With a newly opened mind, Mrs. Joyce accompanied him to the New World. Mr. Toussaint shared his account of the seance with his societal fellows, after which it was agreed he should spearhead a new department of supernatural investigations. He also published a paper, thoroughly correcting every element that Mrs. Darcy had embellished in her novel.
Of course he would.
Miss Callahan finally retired and passed the role of Dree on the Dr. Callahan. Mrs. Erickson destroyed all remnants of her magical persona and started a new life away from all things supernatural. with her family lands returned to her, along with the Quinn fortune, Miss Barbosa began a new life in Ireland. Mrs. Ladd
Lesbianism! Hell yeah!
They never attended another mystical event.
We'd love that for them.
Mr. O'Finn went deep into the forest and was never seen again. Miss Murphy continued the studies she began under Miss Dean and used that power to create a better life for herself. With Miss Callahan's help, she was able to reunite with her daughter. Father Sinnott retired and spent his last few years exploring the forests of Ireland with his hound, Seamus.
Dog.
Mr. Skerritt established the Skerritt Foundation, which set up schools and hospitals for the underprivileged. He is thought of fondly by those he helped. Mr. Varley used the treasure to purchase the manor. He turned it into a refuge for lost souls. He kept the name Blake Manor.
Detective Ward saved 22 people. 37 of 37 mysteries solved. Hell yeah.
Do you think this will work?
I have no idea. But I have read her notes. She knew what she was doing. There's no harm in trying, right?
I'm not sure you can say that. Not after everything. But yes, let's do it.
Age posco. Nego te recusare. Are you there?
Hello, brother.
Oh. Solve all the mysteries of Blake Manor. World's best detective. Well, that was a game. Look at all those Irish people. You liked it? That's a pretty good game. It has a bit of a clunky, like, investigation interface or whatever. Because every time I tab in, it takes me to a different investigation than what I was trying to look at. And I don't know how to, like, set it. The Reverend is voiced by a guy named Olivia? Huh. The music is great. I don't think any of the music in this game has been like terrible. It's all been pretty good. I really like the basement music. Spooky pets! We love spooky pets. Marshmallow, oh. We don't care about the babies. Ew, European Union in my media? More likely than you think. That's fun. I'm interested to see how like the bad ending is and what happens if you don't save anybody. Now, to get the bad ending where you leave the gate open, you have to do the Blake Manor stuff. Like the Blake residence. Which you can't do unless you save, unless you get to the basement. Oh well. I'll do that on my own time. This game's pretty neat.